if I showed you guys that film, and we're like, what are your takeaways? Like you'd never seen Russell Westbrook or any play before. You're like that's a top 10 defensive guard of all time. Like
I know.
that guy's unbelievable on the defense.
Right.
I mean, he was deflecting everything. He was getting up into Durant. How many like behind the back? Sometimes it was just deflections out of bounds, but it was like bothering KD. Guarding really well. How about the isolation on Devin Booker with the game on
Yeah.
the line?
Yeah.
He's blocking Devin Booker's shot,
And
and as
throwing
Devin
it
Booker's
off
looking
of
at the
him as
ref,
he
like what
goes out of
happened here,
bounds.
throwing it off of him out of bounds.
Yeah.
Like these were elite defensive plays. And it's just, we all know who Russell Westbrook has been as a defender over the course of his career. But he also then will remind you on random nights, like, oh, those capabilities are in there. And like, sure, I think the Clippers have a chance in this series if that's the defensive Russell Westbrook they're going to get. Like, can you just put him on ISO and against Devin Booker and he's like getting stops like that? But I'm skeptical that you're getting that for a full 7-game series. And I'm also a little bit skeptical on how fresh Kawhi Leonard will look over the course of a series. They had what, 6 days off going in. Kawhi Leonard, has shown over the course of this season, even the last few, I guess since his injury, if he has a lot of time off, he looks good. He looks fresh. As the games start to pile up a little bit more, he looks a little bit stiffer, not as good.
Fred, do you think, because you guys both covered Russ extensively on a daily basis, he was part of your life, has the statute of limitations expired on the Kevin Durant motivation subplot here? Because there was a time not so long ago when we would all be here for the Kevin Durant versus Russell Westbrook playoff series, but things have changed since then. Kevin has ascended, Russ has declined, but they still have a whole lot of history together.
Yeah. I think he stopped. He definitely cared a whole ton about that in like 2017. He cared so much about that in 2017, even though he said that he didn't care at all. Now, I mean, from afar, I think Law Murray might be a better person to ask about this, or maybe even Jovan, because he's been around him more the last couple of years than I have, obviously. But it doesn't seem to me, and I'm still like in touch with people who are close to Russ and Russ's circle. Like it doesn't seem to me like that's a thing that he cares about all too much. I think the main thing driving Russ now, from everything that I'm told, and honestly from things that he says too, are just like proving everybody wrong about how it went down with the Lakers, proving everybody wrong about saying that he's finished. And I think that's really what's driving him, because knowing Russ, he's always got to prove something or someone wrong. That is his thing. That is where he gets the chip on his shoulder. And I think that's the thing that's kind of pushing him right now.
I think the feelings not only with Russ, but just like the Thunder and KD have thawed over the years. I mean, that's time. That's also KD's now on his 4th jersey. Westbrook has gone Houston, Washington, Lakers, Clippers. Like, I would agree with Fred. I think he lights up when he's facing KD, but it's more just like it's a stage. He can, kind of put the talent on display against KD more than like, oh, I'm still burning that you left in
yeah,
16.
I think he would care more if he played like the Lakers in the playoffs. I think that would be a thing. I think he'd probably want to show them, here's what you're missing out on. But hey, look, we're trying to get into Russell Westbrook's head. I have spent years of my life trying to get into Russell Westbrook's head. I promise.
I'm sorry,
it's
Fred.
not an easy game to play. So
Gotta be in a good
someone
place right
who
now
knows
after
Russ
that
is going to
game
listen to
one.
this and tell Russ that we're saying all this. And Russ is going to be like, how do you know what I'm thinking? So I'm just going to say right now, I have no idea. I don't know what he's thinking. That man is an enigma.
You know what we should do next? We should all wonder what Kevin Durant is thinking. He loves when we
he
that.
does. He does. He does. He loves that a lot. Might slide into the DMs.